What's up, everybody? Classic Game Freak here. And yes, I'm kind of doing something a little different here. If you remember back on my top 5 WTFs of E3 2012, I did a green screen, and so that was my first kind of venture into green screen. Well, I've kind of bettered it a little bit, got a little bit of lighting going on, and hopefully this works. As you can see, I only have so much space here before my hands start to cut out, so that's how much fabric I have. Anyway, today was a game chasing day. I didn't expect it to be a game chasing day, but it turned out that way. My wife said, "Hey, while we're in town, let's go and look for some games." You can't say no to that. So, what did I do? Said okay. So, I didn't expect to find much, but what I did find was actually kind of shocking. And watching the game chasers, there's a couple of terms that I've come to use. Caught slipping, that's a big one. My wife all day has been rubbing it in that she caught me slipping. And if she had been looking for games for her own personal collection, that yeah, she would have caught me slipping. Anyway, let's get on to the pickups. These pickups are going to be a little bit different. I'm going to show some gameplay in the background here. Kind of cool, huh? Let's spice in these videos up a little bit. Now I bring you gameplay. Moving on. Okay, so I've got them all laying out at my feet here. So, first off, I'm going to talk about my last purchase, which was at a Goodwill. Looking through, didn't find anything real great. Found the Old Republic had 2 of the 3 discs in the box. They wanted $2 for it, which was a shame. I would have bought it at $2 for the discs, because, you know, I mean, quick install instead of having to download the entire client. But I did find this, which was Dragon Quest VIII, which is Journey of the Cursed King. So that was cool. $2 loose. Why not? Good shape. Very cool. Moving on. If you guys recall, in my last video, in my last game chasing video, I got that Return of the Jedi, Super Return of the Jedi. I don't know if you can actually see that from the viewfinder. It looks dark, and that's because my lights are here and over here. So hopefully, but Return of the Jedi. This is the least favorite of the series on the Super Nintendo to me. And so I was bummed that I couldn't find the other 2. Well, I was looking around a little bit. Boom. Super Empire Strikes Back. Don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can. So I was real happy. And just one more glance over the game, and bam! Super Star Wars. For these 2, I paid a grand total of... That's right, $4. Awesome. Speaking of my last hunt video, you saw me pick up Super Punch-Out for $4, which was pretty cool, so, you know, I've got that here. But what's better than 1 copy of Super Punch-Out? Bam! 2 copies of Super Punch-Out. This one they had marked down to $3, so 2 copies. Awesome. Keeping on with the Star Wars theme going on here, on the Nintendo, I happened to come across Star Wars, the original Star Wars. Of course loose, but that was okay. Still an okay game in its own right. Not bad for $2. If I've ever talked to anybody about my collection, they know that one of my favorite kind of creepy games on the Nintendo, and one that I had really early on in my collection, was Shadowgate. And I don't know if you can see it. Once again, there you go. But good game, great game. Well, you know, it's good, when you have that and then you find another copy for $2, which actually has, oh, I don't know, the instruction manual with it. So, very, very cool. Very cool. Another thing that I'm really proud to have in my collection is a copy of Contra. You know, it's a great game. I love Contra, despite the label being a little damaged. I love Contra. It's one of my first Nintendo memories. Well, once again, what's better than one? I'm messing up. 2. That's right. 2 copies of Contra. Now, Classic Game Freak, why? Why do you want 2 copies of Contra? Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm trading one? Yep, up for trade. Then my last 2, once again, $2 a pop, was Ghosts and Goblins with the instruction manual, and one of my really, I'd have to say one of my top favorite NES games, Gauntlet. And once again, I was lucky with some of these manuals. Got the manual for Gauntlet. So these were in some insane pickups. Now, Contra was a funny story. My wife and I walk into a Game Traders, and I go and look at the normal racks. She goes over to the glass case. She sees Contra for $15. As a matter of fact, I had shown that very same Contra, I believe, in my last hunting video. She had seen that I already picked up a couple, and the guy asked, "Can I help you with anything?" And she was like, "Well, that Contra, I see it's $15. Would you be willing to go any lower?" He kind of looked at her, and he's like, "Well, what are we talking about?" She's like, "I don't know. Can it go any lower than that?" He's like, "Well," I was paying attention to this, and I couldn't believe she was doing this. She was wheeling and dealing. He looks at her and goes, "Well, I'll tell you what. If you buy $20 or more worth of games, whatever, I'll give you Contra for $5. For $5. My wife just made a chasing deal. I couldn't believe that. I have yet to make a deal like that. I'm turning my wife into something else. I cannot believe it. If she was an actual collector herself, she would have a copy of Contra for $5 right now. Yes, I ended up spending just a hair over $20 there. But, oh my god, that was awesome. So I thought I'd share that little story with you all. While editing this, I realized I left something out. This was actually one of my favorite games on the NES, and it was actually hard to come across in the wild. So for me to actually find it for $2 was really neat, and I thought I'd throw it in here for you. So actually, A Boy and His Blob, and it's just a weird game. You know, I really enjoyed it. I forgot what the deal was, but you got a little blob that follows you around, and you give it jelly beans to change its shape and different functions. You can turn it into a trampoline or a little bridge or an umbrella, depending on the situation. If you needed an umbrella to parachute down off of a platform, you could. It was really neat. So thought I'd share that before I finish this video up. So let's get back to it. Holy crap, this video's never gonna get done. I went out game chasing yesterday, which was Saturday, went game chasing again today, which was Sunday, and came back with more titles. First off, gonna go through these real quick. DuckTales. Got that for $2. Got Chrysalis for $2. Got Micro Machines for $2. And then these two here, very awesome. This one's in piss poor shape, and that's why I got it for free. But Battletoads, finally have Battletoads. And this one, a little bit, it could cost a little bit more. Originally it was going to cost 12 bucks, but I managed to talk with the dude a little bit, and he totally dug my channel and everything like that. So he had seen it while I was there, so he hooked me up for free. So G.I. Joe, the Atlantis Factor. So yeah, no fillers right here. No fillers at all. So if you count 2, 4, 6, I paid $6 for 5 games. That's how it goes right there. That's how it goes. Very awesome. Very happy to have these great additions to the collection. Anyway, those are my pickups. I'm sorry I didn't do any video. Didn't make any video on it. My wife asked me not to. She doesn't want to be in the video, which that's fine. That's fine. I still have a big hunting video coming on the, well, we're doing the hunt on the 9th, or the game chasing on the 9th. So look forward to that. But to tide y'all over, I want to offer some trades. I know I said I wouldn't do any more trade videos, but with some duplicates, why not? So let's see what we got. Have a few games here. First off, what I just showed earlier, got Punch-Out on the Super Nintendo. It's in okay shape. A little bit of fading in the back. Plays fine though. So as you can see, maybe you can't see it, I don't know. Next one is just a copy of RoboCop. It's in very good condition. It's actually still glossy, so not bad. I have 2 of these, so I thought why not offer one out. As shown earlier, got a copy of Shadowgate. This is the one without the manual. Somebody needs Shadowgate. Great game. And then, of course, there's Contra. Okay? You know, I'm looking for serious trades on this. So I've got a copy of Contra. Whoever wants it. Then I've got, not just for the Xbox 360, Dead Space, but on the PS3 as well. So got Dead Space, Dead Island. I'm sorry, I've been playing Dead Space 2 a lot lately to get to play 3. Dead Island, okay? Got both for the Xbox 360 and the PS3. And last, and certainly not least, I have a boxed Shining Force Resurrection of the Dark Dragon in good condition. It's got a little bit of creasing up top, but what game doesn't really? Comes with everything, the box, the precautions manual, the regular manual, I believe even the plastic for the cartridge. Yep, got the plastic. So if you're interested in a trade, let me know. I, of course, am collecting Nintendo games, Super Nintendo games, Sega Genesis, and on a lesser note, Game Boy Advance. So hook me up, let me know. Preferably Nintendo. Nintendo's what I'm really collecting for. So if you've got something I'm after, please hit me up with a PM. So that's all I have for now. What do you think of the background? I worked hard on it, worked hard on the lighting. I've got to say, DIY lights are awesome. And if you want to know how I made these lights, please PM me. I can show you these lights. Cost you about $40 to make 2 of them. Not bad. Anyway, have a good night. Cheers, everyone.